These are my three main design ideas. So for my first one is a housing finder app. This is my crazy eight chart. I found that a lot of students they wanted one place where all the houses were together in one app, so they can compare and contrast all the different places, and they can put tons of filters so that they can find things that meet their preferences, and somewhere where you can find that landlords are actually certified and that they're good and they don't have any complaints or reviews. So this app kind of eliminates that. Here you can see through the UI screens, you can see nearby places on the map, you get all the filters, a quick overlook of all the places, and it essentially just match makes you with your actual whatever you want, whatever fits in your budget, right? So here is one of the customer experiences. Um, you see someone that's like scrolling to so much on Reddit, Facebook, looking at threads in different places, texting different landlords, using random websites. And if you're an international student, that's a big issue because you won't know the actual websites, right? So you wish that those are in one place. So you find the app and then you find the actual place that you want. From the next one is called Rate My Landlord. This one is specifically for landlords where similar to Rate My Professor, where you can put reviews of your landlord from the place that you've been. It requires a lot of community involvement with all of students in the area, or just anyone who's trying to find a place. You can see through my customer experience, like, why is every landlord so sketchy? You're looking at different threads and like people are like, don't go here, don't go for this company, things like that. And if you're an international student, that's something of really big concern because you want to actually visit the place or meet the person, so you know that you're signing a lease that's okay, right? So so obviously, he finds an app, and you can actually see on the app how many stars the landlord has or the company. You can see pros and cons of each landlord or company, of course. If it's moldy, is it dirty, is it outdated, is the landlord responsive? So here's my crazy eight idea of my UI designs. You can see that on the main screen, you have all of the landlords that are trending or a very popular building with the amount of stars that they have. Their reviews, you can search up addresses, different landlords and company names, see all the existing reviews from different users. So that say I living at a place right now on Leicester Street, I can upload pictures of my place, of how I got it, the condition I got it, what is my experience with the landlord, is he nice, what are some photos, and then I can also put some tips for next people. And then this idea is specifically for finding roommates. So a lot of time I found that students were having difficulties because they were signing leases very fast because they didn't have any roommates to room with, and seeing people already with the roommates found was very stressful. So they signed very quickly. So to combat that, this app eliminates the process where it helps you matchmake for roommates, similar to Tinder, but strictly for roommates, right? This guy over here, he's upset in the same scenario I just discussed, and then he downloads the app and he makes writes his preferences, and he sees like people are matching with him as roommates, and then you can chat with people and you can figure out if you guys are suitable to move in together. So here's the UI design for that. You can write your preferences, your habits, your personalities. Are extroverted, introverted, almost like a personality quiz. Do I like to party? Some people like to be loud and play music. Are you okay with that? Do you not want to? You find your matches, and then once you find a match, you can message them and decide on a place. And you can also do big group searches where, say that you're moving in from a dorm to an apartment for second year, you can all hop onto the app and actually apply for buildings through the app itself, so that you're all centralized in one place. You have messages all in one kind of area. So now I want to compare and contrast my designs. My original design was Rate My Landlord, was my very first design idea. I wanted this because this was a personal issue that I had where I was having so many issues with sketchy landlords. People weren't responding. So I had the idea that I want to actually be able to rate them and see if they're good and suitable to move into, especially because of the people I interviewed. That was one of their main concerns as well. Comparing this with something with like RoomSync, for example, it's a good take on the issue that I have at hand. However, I found that the landlord was actually more important than finding the roommates because a lot of people are actually okay with moving in with random people as long as the environment was friendly. And I kept on bouncing between the two before I came to the idea that I can actually make an app that combines all of them. So the Housing Finder app is a personal statement because it combines the whole landlord rating while also finding roommates for you, and you can actually find the houses you want to. So I like to think of this idea as a mixture of all three. So this is perfect, all in one centralized hub that makes it easy for any student to find a place that they need. Like I was showing earlier, like you can compare between houses within your area. Are they close to campus? That was a main concern. So if I have a group of people of all the rooms that I want to have, I'd be integrating the roommate app into this. It'd be all in with the same UI. You can all apply for the place at the same time while having all the messages in one, almost like group chat. And you can have ratings of each place. You can save different places collections. You can see how far things are from campus. It'd be connected to all the university hubs. You have verified check marks for all the landlords to make sure that's all okay. And of course, just like I said, like the filters, lease length was very annoying for me. I kept finding summer leases, spring leases. When I was looking for a year lease, so I want to be able to filter through, which is why I'm choosing the Housing Finder app to move forward to fix the issue that I had for the topic I'm talking about and did interviews for. Thank you very much.